I love being the executive director of On Purpose Academy. I love working with kids. I love to see their purpose and potential develop as a preschooler. For instance, if a child discovers that they have a propensity for art or drawing. What I love equally as much is working with parents and staff. I love seeing adults develop their potential, their capacity, and to see how that potential and that capacity impacts the life of a child. As a child care provider, what we have seen is the disparity between how child care workers and providers are treated and compensated versus those that work in other forms of education. If we learn nothing from the pandemic, we learn that child care is essential. But there's a huge gap in how child care workers are compensated, the benefits that they receive. And so we have challenges with compensation of our staff, challenges with being able to provide quality child care with the money that's being provided. But also there's a disparity with parents being able to access quality child care. Some of the most vulnerable students in our country cannot get child care. Because their parents may not be working, because their parents may not be in school, they are not allowed to get child care, which in turn only hurts the child. And so we've got to find another way to fund child care. We've got to find another model that suits families that are the most vulnerable, but that need child care the most. And of course, me being a provider, I want to be able to provide a higher compensation for my staff. They have to be just as qualified, just as trained as any other educator, but the money to provide for them is just not there. So just as we were deemed essential in the pandemic, I would like to see child care workers be labeled essential permanently. And if something is essential, it's compensated accordingly. So if we're truly going to build back our economy, if we're truly going to be stronger, if we're going to come back better than ever before, we have got to provide the infrastructure in place for parents, especially moms who bear the greatest load of providing childcare, for them to go back to work and that they feel safe and comfortable putting their child in a high quality daycare. Well, in order to do that, daycares must have the funding that they need to provide the resources, the curriculum, the training, the staff to do this for families. And so we cannot have a strong economy without having strong childcare. It's as simple as that. And so if we're essential, then in the Build Back Better plan, we must be treated essentially and provide the funding needed to strengthen the infrastructure of the childcare system.